So now that you've made your Smore page, you can start adding content to your page by using the options that are on the flyer. Uh, there are templates on here where you can go in and put stuff in. And also, if you don't like the way some of these things look, you could just click these arrows to cycle through them. But like, for example, if you just wanted to add a picture in here, you could go pull that out and go into your files and find something that you wanted to put in there. So I'll just find a generic picture that I have used before. Here is a GIF of a Mr. T. Go ahead and drop him in there. And so that's how you can add a picture. You can also add, well, it's got all this stuff that's built in, like events. So like if you want to go ahead and put the name of your event in here and add all this information in, add a location. Right, so I'm going to drop all that stuff in there, and then I go down to you have to have a location. Let's just do it at McDonald's. And then we'll go done. So there's where my event is going to be happening. But let's say you don't want to use any of the templates and you want to add something that's not on there. At the bottom you have all of these additional options. So let's say I want to add a video. Click video here. Now you can just paste something directly in from YouTube. So there's a video I've looked at on YouTube before. And when you add something, it just puts it right in here at the bottom. The cool thing about the Smore flyer is that you can just drag it wherever you want it in there. So it's like what you see is what you get. Very simple to use. And you can just test out what it's like. If you like the way that looks or not, you can move it around. That's just kind of the power of the tool, I guess. So yeah, that's how you can add some stuff to it. And it'd be worth just kind of playing around with all these things just to kind of see how they would work for your newsletter. So this would be a great way as a teacher or as administrator just to push the stuff, like pictures of things that are happening in your class, events that are happening in your school, if you have an event after school thing coming up, or if you have like a curriculum night or a dance or just something, if you want to let your families and your parents and people know what's going on. If you were a teacher, you could do a newsletter and share like what's coming up in your class, projects, due dates, tests, things like that. You could do it as a team or as a teacher. I've used it both ways. So it's a flexible tool, and all of the way that you add content is really simple. So you can make it work for you however you want to do it. So yeah, that's how you add content to your Smore.